I can explain. I really have no reason to apologize. I've been late for, honestly, quite a few months. I know the last video I said, I was like, it was a real rough time for me then. Watch one will be taking a new light. It's not what it used to be before. Well, yeah. If you're living in Nigeria, I don't need to tell you what's going on. Forget about all the political stuff. I'm talking about ASU. And as big men, we ASU be. They're letting us suffer. I mean students. They're letting we students suffer. And you know, it's very interesting how this whole thing is playing out because we've had a lot of time, and believe me, we've had a lot of time to stay at home and do nothing. I've had a lot of time to ponder, to really reflect, to find an epiphany about this whole school situation, if it's worth it at the end. So I have a video, or I found a video online, Jubilee. I'm going to react to it and maybe say my own take. Disclaimer. I'm not, how am I not an expert in? I'm just not an expert in like giving advice, you know. My work is purely just for entertainment. I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm not convincing you to drop out. I'm also not convincing you to continue studying.
Kind of my college grads on that side and my dropouts on the other side.
I'm for college grads.
First statement. I feared how I would be judged if I didn't go to college.
Just me then, that's cool. It was the fear of me caring about what people thought, as far as like my peers, but then when you start bringing your parents into it, and it's like, that's a greater fear. It's like you live for your parents, it's like, you know, you want to make them proud. True. So I just fear this closure between me and my parents, you know.
True.
Yeah.
I am Sean Fitzpatrick. I went to Columbia, Chicago.
Actually, most of us just go to school because of our parents. In fact, most of us
the area that I grew up in.
The courses, or we study what our parents want. And I'm gonna be honest with you, most of the time that's terrible. I said most of the time because actually sometimes it's beneficial. Sometimes we don't know what we want to study. And it depends if you're like from a rich family or a family with a legacy. Let's say your dad owns a company now, or your family owns a company, and your dad already like has a spot for you in the future. It's like, hey man, like once you graduate, this is what you're doing. Yeah, he might say, you're going to study business administration. He might say, look, you're going to study accounting. Well, it's good to pick out the course you're going to study. Your parents, not everybody's parents own companies, you know. Might just be a regular guy from a regular home. I think it's pointless when some parents say, I want you to study this course, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. I be damned. I don't understand. Sometimes some parents will be like, I want my son to study medicine, I want them to study accounting, I want them to study engineering. Ma, sir, your son or daughter does not know book. They will fail if they study medicine.
Just me then, that's cool. It was the fear of me caring about what people thought, as far as like my peers, but then when you start bringing your parents into it, and it's like, that's a greater fear. It's like you live for your parents, it's like, you know, you want to make them proud. So I just fear this closure between me and my parents, you know.
Yeah.
I am Sean Fitzpatrick. I went to Columbia, Chicago for not even a semester, and I was like, no, you know what? Let's go back to California and do music. I went because they wanted me to go, and then I said, if you want me to make you proud, let me do this.
This nigga
Non-agreeers, come on in.
He just did music. He did his own shit. Yeah, that's good.
I wasn't afraid that I would be judged if I didn't go to college, but I also didn't question going to college. It was just kind of the next step, and I didn't plan otherwise, so
That's
yeah.
not that path.
Should wear diapers. Damn, technology.
Growth. It seemed like it was the next step.
Yeah, and you're encouraged by your parents and
They gave me that pathway saying, you know, the only way you're going to succeed is through college. But then as I got older, they gave me the idea, well, you can do whatever you want if you find your path, though. You need to find your path. But if you don't, you should go to college.
Those are some cool ass parents, I won't lie. I mean, if you are a Nigerian bobo, a Nigerian chiquito, yeah, you're not going to have any two options. I don't know about any other country. I mean, this is obviously the US, where fairy tales do come true.
I believe college should be free.
I'm broke.
I had an in-state, like, all of my tuition was paid for and I still have debt. Now I'm sitting on it and I don't have a job, not like a real job.
Yeah, the debt definitely racks up.
It's ridiculous.
No, that's true, but that becomes an investment in the future. You
That's
would
true.
hope, yeah, at the end of the day. So you have to take that on.
You have your education, but does your like
Wasn't
bachelor's
worth that
degree
much.
get you a higher paying job? Not in my experience necessarily. I didn't even question going to college until after I had finished it. I was like, what do I do now and why did I even go? And you know.
If everyone went to college, it would become useless.
If everybody went to college, it become useless. What does that mean? Well, let me interpret it like this. If everyone became educated now, for instance, like, let's not use college. Like, everyone went to primary school, right? But because everyone went to primary school, you did more qualification if you wanted a job. So they'd ask for your secondary school certificate. But mostly everyone also goes to secondary school. Then they'll ask for your university. So if, for instance, now everyone went to university, I'll think the certificate will be completely useless because everyone has it. And if you want a job, no one will ask you for a university certificate if everyone has a university certificate. Like, you can't really use that certificate for anything. Then maybe like perhaps you need a work experience or connections.
I just feel like a lot of people out here just getting degrees by luck or getting degrees by cheating their way through. And if that was the case and college was so accessible, I just feel like we'll have a lot of wannabes and not people who are really passionate about, you know, what they want to do or dedicating sweat, bones, and tears into what they're doing. So
You guys spitting facts.
the world would, I don't think, would be a better
Spitting
place
facts.
if everyone was just a degree.
Did you just get converted?
I changed my mind. Because I guess, then you don't think of it. It's not college, you're just doing it.
And think about labor workers, like people that just do manual labor. You don't need a degree to do some manual labor work. So if you have everyone, you know, sticking their heads in a book, we won't have stuff being built. Your house won't be built. Your cars won't be fixed. Your oil change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to realize
That's
that in
also a
life.
very valid point. Like, if everyone is going to college, then what am I saying college? I'm in Nigeria. University. If everybody's going to university now, there's not going to be anyone that wants to get their hands dirty. Nobody's going to be wanting to, or nobody's going to have to be the bricklayers. Nobody's going to have to be the guy that will come and fix your electronics. Nobody's going to be the guy that's going to paint your house. Nobody's going to be the guy that's going to repair the roads when they need fixing. So yeah, in a way, university not being accessible to everyone. If everyone actually did go to the university, I think every work would be more efficient. If I'm being honest, most of the people that we trust would, like, let's say, like carpenters or electricians or mechanics, or all these guys that are getting their hands dirty. Many of them don't really know what they're doing. Like, they do what they were taught by their oga.
Especially in the world, it's a balance of people. Like,
I come from a minority, underrepresented, disenfranchised. And in my college experience, the higher I got, the less people that look like me that I saw. So the more people that look like me in college would make me so happy. That's what I'm saying. So like, it's tremendous to see more people going to college.
but you have to realize that this is if. You have to realize a lot of people don't want to.
Oh no!
Oh no, there's no
Well, they
want.
don't
These are
like
the
have
people who
to.
want to.
But if more people
Yeah.
did, then it would be a good thing.
There are
I
people
just think
don't want
that
to,
college
actually.
education, if everyone had it, I don't think it would make the degree itself useless.
Yeah,
I think it
exactly.
would
That
just,
was, I think that was one part. Of the
Oh
question.
no, I think we were taking it off a
That's exactly what I
pedestal,
said.
not making it meaningless.
I know what I want to do with my life.
It's a very interesting question.
I'm still figuring it out, but I'm in it right now. So I feel like I know, but there's so much more that's getting revealed as I find out. I'm currently getting a degree in psychotherapy. However, I still need 2 or 3 more years to get all my hours. And so I'm debating whether or not even to get my license and just be a woman empowerment coach. And now that I'm going to be done with grad school, I can fully invest all of myself into it. So.
Yeah. It took a minute. I mean, yeah, it was not an easy journey, and it was a lot of investing and finding out that I was investing in the wrong things. So, you know.
I like how you changed your mind.
I had to think about it hard. I was like, wait, I really don't know.
Wait, do I? I want to say that I don't feel lost. Like I don't feel like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm actively pursuing a lot of goals right
Exactly.
now. And I don't anticipate like one goal lasting me a lifetime.
Exactly.
You
There
know?
you go. It's like I know all the things that I want to do. I'm just not sure which one is the like. For you guys, it's like this is it. But for me, I was like I'm dabbling in so many different things. I'm just like anything could be the final goal. I just don't know which one it is. So I want to perfect every craft.
I was going to school for architecture,
Okay.
and I was 3 years in, and
This guy
then
looks
I
like
got
Hannibal.
into acting, and I booked a job.
film,
And then I realized, I was like,
creators
whoa,
should know.
I really like doing this. So dropped out of school, and I decided that I'd pursue acting instead. But that came later on, after I did 3 years of college, you know.
And I did 4. I have 3 classes before I graduated.
Really?
And I just like, I decided to leave because I felt the time for me to pursue the things I wanted to do in my life was now, and college was holding me back from that.
Education is the key to success.
Interesting. This is very interesting. I'd like to hear what they'll saying.
So when I heard education, you know, I didn't necessarily associate it with college.
Yeah.
I just associated with gathering all the tools and the data and the knowledge and then embodying that into in whatever field you want to be successful in.
Beautifully put.
And success too doesn't just come with luck. You know, you have to work hard at what you want to do.
And what's success?
Exactly.
Also.
Yeah.
I took education as like a college degree when you
I like how that girl said, "What's success to you?" If I'm going to be very honest, and serious this time, I don't think education equals success, or at least highest education will give you success. And also, it depends on what you consider as success. I mean, there's a lot of shit that. You know what? Let's wait till we finish this video.
that question.
what I thought
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I
You know,
did. That's why I didn't even walk up because
And you have to realize, like, we learn daily. Like, every day we're learning something. And it's so funny, there's no book in front of us to learn those things that we learn. It just so happened that we crossed the right person or someone related that information to us, or, you know, just based off life experiences. So I don't think that you're going to be successful based on the fact that you went to school or, you know, you're opening up a book or something.
like you said, daily is a learning experience. Every time you wake up in the morning, you should be learning something new at the end of the day. That's how I feel about life.
So we're actually more so on the same page, just on different
just
parts of the page.
That was it for the video. Yeah, once again, this is Jubilee. This is a YouTube channel where they do a lot of crazy content. Like, the channel is actually very amazing. They have 7.2 million subscribers. That means if 7.2 million people could subscribe to this channel, that means they really know what they're doing. Concerning the last question, where they asked if education will give you success, something like that. In my opinion, yes and no. Let me explain why. I think for you to get success, you have to have some level of education. If not, you're extremely lucky. You're extremely lucky if you have no education whatsoever and then you become successful. I'll put it plainly. If you're like that, you're probably like into some dirty work. Let's say like weapons trafficking or internet fraud or or ritual or something like that. But if like you want genuine success, you do need education. You do need to go to school. You do need to have a degree. Maybe like a master's degree, maybe like not up to like a master's degree or a PhD. In my opinion, this is totally my opinion. It's totally my opinion. Like nobody's here whispering to my ears. But at the same time though, you could be lucky, or you could be privileged, or you could be really talented. You could be really talented. Anyone, you could be really talented. I mean, I'm talking about like if you're an artist, not just like a musical artist. Like you're a creative. You could have a successful YouTube channel. You could be a successful musician. You could be a successful painter or digital artist. You could be like if you're a creative, I feel your chances of being successful are way higher than like people that are not creative. I mean, if you didn't go to school, like I'm talking about if you didn't go to school, like if you didn't go to school and you're creative, you can sing well. You can sing well. Notice how I'm putting emphasis on the well. Not that you think you can sing and then you now say you don't want to go to school. Bros, madam, if you cannot sing well, you will not be successful. I mean, you probably will. I mean, people are mad lucky these days. But just to be on the safe side, if you can't sing, please don't ignore school. Go to school, study medicine or theater arts. Look, let's be very real. We live in a society where there are secret societies. I'm not just talking about Nigeria as a country. I'm talking about the whole world. Now, there's always an underground society to every society. Like to every community, perhaps, so to speak. Nowadays, you can't be at the top without like swearing an oath to like a group of people, making a deal, getting your hands dirty. You might say, I want to be a successful, and then you'd be working hard, like playing your part, and then like you just jam a roadblock. And the only way to get to that point that you want to get is getting your hands dirty. Joining some sort of secret society. Please, oh please, don't go through the dirty route. Be genuine, and God will bless you. Hi, this is Wisdom of Man, and if you like this video, make sure to click that like button, comment, and subscribe. Comment what you thought about the video, good or bad. And I don't really care if it's good or bad. Just comment, write anything. It will really help my channel out and help me out and help me make more videos. So, yeah. Until next time, it will be. I love you.